This is why your banga stew doesn't taste rich, and once you fix this particular mistake, everything will definitely change. Just take a look at this beautiful pot of banga stew. I didn't used to cook it like this. Come with me, let me show you what I was doing wrong. Firstly, you will have to wash your banga seed very well to remove sand and dirt. Introduce it into your pots, introduce water, cover and bring this to a boil for up to 20 minutes. Now it could be more. All you need to do is to just check on it from time to time. When you see the seeds breaking, or if you have that heat tolerance, you can check on it by pressing on the seed of the banga, and when it is soft, it will open up just as this one did here, and you know that the seed is ready. You're going to start pounding to enable you extract the juice. Now onto our protein for today. We're using goat meat. I introduce onions, I will introduce pepper, seasonings, and I will introduce stockfish. Now, stockfish is not optional. You might just be wondering why I'm saying that stockfish is not optional. The reason is because the taste of stockfish in your banga stew will make it outstanding. Look, you can imagine the taste stockfish give in your soup, right? Especially when you're using cod stockfish. That is the exact taste that the stockfish will give into your banga stew. Here I introduce a bit of stockfish because I don't have much, but the stockfish here is a game changer. You will have to try it. I covered and then brought it to a boil for 10 minutes with its own juice. Then I introduced more water to cook the meat until it's 70% done. Now let me know your thoughts in the comment section concerning the stockfish I spoke about, if you use it or you don't use it for your banga stew. Now the banga fruit is ready. We're going to pound it until we got to this kind of texture. Here it is ready. We're going to remove it into a bowl just as you see me do. Then I will introduce cold water. The reason I'll be introducing cold water is because this banga is still very hot. But if you had pounded earlier on and you feel that the banga is cold, all you need to do is to introduce a bit warm water or hot water to activate this banga. Now, after introducing the cold water, it's still very hot, but my hand can't tolerate it, right? So I will squeeze on this fruit just as you see me do to extract the juice. You have to be very, fast about it so the water does not get cold. But if it does, you introduce hot water again so you get the perfect juice out of the banga extract. What I'm doing here is to carefully remove the chaff so I'll be able to sieve this banga extract. This is another business idea. If you've been thinking on what to send abroad, that's one thing might be beneficial to you. After doing it, right, you freeze it, and when it's thickened up, you can it and then send it abroad for our brothers and sisters over there who do not have the opportunity of getting fresh banga fruit and thereby making money also. So at this point, our protein is properly cooked. I will remove it and set it aside for later use. Now, after removing the proteins, right, I'm going to introduce the banga extract into the pot. As you can see, I had a little bit of meat stock inside the pot. Then I introduce the banga extract. I'll be introducing onions. By all means, introduce onions inside your banga stew. I introduce pepper, then I introduce this banga stick. Look, if you don't use that banga stick, I don't know, you're doing it wrongly. I introduced dry fish, then I introduced prawns. I covered, brought it to a boil for up to 10 to 15 minutes again. I will introduce our goat meat. Even though scent leaf is a perfect game changer for this particular stew, I will show you the best game changer as we proceed. Please make sure to watch to the end so you will see what makes my banga stew delicious. This is the right time to introduce your crayfish prawns. I'm using prawns. I introduce a bit of seasoning, then I will stir together to combine. Remember, I had already added prawns, okay, because I wanted to choose something. Then I added more crayfish. Look, this banga stew was delicious, and everyone that had it enjoyed it. I brought it to a boil for 20 minutes, and this is my secret ingredient. In my language, we call it oshakrisha. Some people call it uyayak or idem food, right? By all means, introduce this. The flavor this gives into your banga stew will make it outstanding. I put it on you. Just try it and tell me thank you later. So I introduce my mackerel fish. I will stir everything together. By this time, you should know that this banga stew is going to be very delicious. I stirred properly to combine, and I will cover this and allow it to cook for up to 10 to 15 minutes again, so the fish can, marry every ingredient that I have given to the stew. And then I will introduce this game changer again, which is scent leaf. I don't know how you make banga stew without introducing scent leaf into your stew. Like, how does it taste? This takes your banga stew from 0 to 101%. You will love the taste of your banga stew if you introduce scent leaf. Now, after introducing the scent leaf, I will stir properly to combine. Scent leaf does not take much time to cook, but give it like 2 to 3 minutes to boil into the stew. And here I removed that banga stick because it has, finished the work I sent it to do. So I removed it. And this is the moment of truth. Can you see that texture? When you see oil floating at the top of your stew, you know it is ready. If you've learned anything new today, this is the right time to subscribe to the channel. Share our videos, hit that like button, and also share with your loved ones. On this channel, I share real Nigerian cooking secret, and you will love them. This is the outcome of the stew. Till I meet you in my next video, do have a pleasant day. Bye bye.